Hello and welcome back to the Ukulele Major Scales Challenge, where we are learning all of the major scales on our ukulele. If you've missed the previous videos, that's okay. We're just going to pick up on F sharp major scale. The F sharp major scale starts on fret 6, so go ahead and turn to your ukulele and look for the fret marker for 5, and you'll be starting right after that. And let's review which fingers are in charge here. Anything that you play on fret 6 will be played by the index finger. Anything that you play on fret 7 will be played by the middle finger. Anything you play on fret 8 will be the ring finger's territory. And we have a few notes for the pinky to play on fret 9. So let's get started. Let's go to fret 6 of the C string with our index finger. And make sure you drop that thumb so that you have a nice rounded finger. Remember those little Lego toys that have their hands kind of curved? That's kind of the position you want to go for. So on fret 6 of C string, go ahead and play that for me. And that's an F sharp. Next, we're going to go to G sharp with a ring finger. If you hear any noise, by the way, it's my cat, Kit Kat. Let me see if I can get her on screen. She is a big fan of the ukulele. I got her when I was working as a music teacher at Kadena Air Base in Okinawa, Japan. I was on my way to work to teach my elementary school students, and then I saw her about to cross the street, and she was this little and by herself. And now, many years later, here she is with me in California. Anyway, back to the lesson. We have F sharp and G sharp. F sharp, G sharp. Good. Let's go to a next note on the next string over. That's A sharp with the index finger. Again. One more time. With the middle finger, give me B. This is our only natural note in the scale now. What I mean by that is that it's not sharp. It's natural. And give me one more note before we take a little break. Give me C sharp with the pinky. If you're having a difficult time reaching that C sharp, it might be that your thumb is way too high up, or you might be like choking your ukulele's neck, or even your I was gonna call this an elbow, your shoulder's too high up. So drop the shoulder, drop the elbow, drop the thumb, and round those fingers. So you want to be able to look over your ukulele's headstock like this and see that your fingers are only touching the string you're playing. I like to call this house for a mouse. There should be a house for a mouse inside there. Okay, let's review the first 5 notes so far. So go back to the beginning where we started with F sharp and the index. Go to G sharp with the ring finger. Go to A sharp with the index, B with the middle, and C sharp with the pinky. Keep breathing, okay? Keep taking nice deep breaths as you're doing it. Let's do those 5 notes in whole notes. A whole note is a note that lasts 4 beats. So we'll play the note 1, 2, 3. Next one, like that, okay? So go ahead, take a second to review. Take a second to breathe, and then we'll do those notes together. All right, here we go. Go to fret 6, index finger, rounded fingers. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, F sharp, go. 1, 2, 3, G sharp, 2, 3, A sharp, 2, 3, B is next. Now C sharp, ready, go. Oh, I played the wrong note. It should be this one. My apologies for that. Let's do it again for me. 1, 2 from the beginning. 1, 2, F sharp, go. 1, 2, 3, G sharp next. 2, 3, A sharp next. Remember to breathe. Ready, B note, and C sharp, ready, go. Okay, got it right that time. All right, so now let's go to our last 3 notes in the scale. So we have a D sharp, E sharp, and F sharp. Remember to keep checking for that house for that mouse. Make sure your hand is nice and curved. Someone in the comments of one of my videos said that they tell the students to make a claw. I like that. So try and make that claw. Let's do those last 3 notes, just the last 3 notes in whole notes. So give them each 4 beats. So starting from the D sharp, here we go. 1, 2, fret 6, D sharp, go. 1, 2, 3, E sharp, go. 2, 3, finish on F sharp. Very good. Okay, take like 10-15 seconds to review the whole scale, maybe a little longer. And by the way, there is a PDF that I made to go along with all of the videos in this series. The PDF has the notes in tablature notation as they've been here on the screen, and music notation if you want to learn that as well. And I've added a circle of fifths plus the finger positioning for the fretboard hand so that you have everything in just one page. So if you'd like to grab that and support the channel, you can head over to my website, BernadetteTeachesMusic.org. I have a lot of other PDFs over there too, by the way. All right, let's put the whole scale together and let's do it in whole notes. So go ahead and go to the fret 6. Let's do this. Breathe. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, G sharp. 2, 3, A sharp. 2, 3, B now. 2, 3, C sharp. 2, 3, D sharp. Remember to breathe. 2, 3, E sharp. Finish on F sharp. Ready, go. And hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Alright, so in this series, if you've been watching the whole series, we focused a lot on the finger pattern because that's the same for almost all of the scales. It's like index, ring, index, middle, pinky, index, ring, pinky. We haven't talked much about the picking hand until now. So now we're going to talk about how to pick these scales. So go ahead and bring your hand over to the picking, and we're going to use the peace fingers. You know, when you go peace, those 2 fingers, they're going to walk on the strings. So let's go to our first note, which was F sharp, and pick that with the index. And I don't want you to do this motion, like a come here, where you pull out the string. No. That's going to make it go bang. It's not a good sound. What you want to do is a push. In Spanish, this technique is called apoyando, which means leaning on. So when you push, I would love for your index to end up on string G or string 4. And then when you go to the next note with the middle, and the middle finger does the same thing. It picks and it's a push into the next string. Then when you go to the next note, A sharp, index, then B with the middle, C sharp with the index. And here's the tricky part. You're going to go to a new string, but go to with the middle. Then index, and then end with the middle. The secret to doing the index, middle, or I am, is that sometimes when there's a new string, students want to go back to the index. They want to do index, middle, and then on the next string, index, middle, index, and then on the next string, start with index again. No. It should always be index, middle, even if you change strings or even if you work back to the scale. So try the apoyando technique, the leaning on technique. Let's do it one last time. 1, 2, 1, 2, F sharp, go. 1, 2, 3, middle, go. 2, 3, index, ready, go. 2, 3, middle, go. Index finger is next now. Middle finger, 1, 2, ready, go. Index is next, ready, go. Finish with the middle, ready, go. This technique takes some time to work it out and to make it sound really nice, but as long as you start trying to experiment with it, you'll have made progress. Now we're going to do some review, because review increases retention. You're more likely to remember what you learned if you review it. But first, I'd like to dedicate this video to my Patreon member, Cherry. Cherry is just such a bright light in our community, and I love it when you come to our live lessons via Zoom and our in-person meetups. So thank you for everything, Cherry. And if you'd like to join the Patreon community to attend the live lessons via Zoom, the in-person meetups, and to get all the PDFs that I've ever made, including the ones for these videos, you can go to patreon.com/BernadetteTeachesMusic. Patreon is the reason that I'm able to make these lessons for free everywhere on YouTube, Facebook. And if it weren't for the Patreon community, there was no way that I could be doing this. So thank you, Patreon members. Alrighty, so let's talk review. We had the first scale in this series, which was the C major scale. All of the notes were natural. When you go to the 5th step of the C major scale, that's a G, that tells you what's your next scale. That's G. So the G major scale had 1 sharp, that was F sharp. If you go to the 5th step of the G major scale, that's D. That takes us to our next major scale, the D major scale. We take the F sharp with us and we add 1 new sharp, that's C sharp. The 5th step of the D major scale is A, so that was our next scale. And we brought the F and C sharp from the previous scale with us and took it to the A major scale. So now we had F, C, and the new one is G. The 5th step of the A major scale is E major. And on that one, we took the sharps with us, F, C, and G, and added 1 new one, which was D sharp. Then from there, we went to the 5th step of the E major scale, which was B. And the B major scale, we brought all those sharps with us and added A sharp. And so we just did the B major scale before this. The 5th step of the B major scale is F sharp. And so that's where we are today. We're on the F sharp major scale. And so our new sharp here was E sharp. To know which scale is next, you go to the 5th step of today's scale, which was C sharp. And that will be our last scale with sharp notes, because at that point, all of the notes will be sharp. We can't sharpen anymore. So after that, we'll go into the flat notes. And this, by the way, is how you make or build the circle of fifths. You start with C major scale and you go to the next, which is G, and the next step is D. And you just go adding 1 sharp at a time. If you're intrigued by this, I do have a 30-day music theory course, and it's absolutely free to do the course. And each day, it takes it a little bit slower than this review, because this review encompasses the entire challenge. So if you're into this or you want to learn more about it, I definitely recommend you go watch it. And I hope to see you in the next video where we do our C sharp major scale. And the good news about that one is that it starts on fret 1, so that's amazing. Hope to see you there. Ciao.